Hey everybody, it is 7:22 on your Friday morning. I had to stop and think for a second. Guys, this morning we've got a really unique recycling opportunity to tell you about. You know that old refrigerator, you remodeled your kitchen, you've had the refrigerator sitting in your garage for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Well, it turns out now you can get it hauled away for free and you can even get $50. It's through a very special program through the Georgia Power Company. And joining me this morning to tell me all about it, Brian Green with the Georgia Power, and Justin, I'm going to botch your name. Rayner. Justin Rayner with Jayco. Now, Justin actually gets to break down these crazy, huge pieces of machinery. Brian, why is Georgia Power a part?
Well, at Georgia Power, we're committed to helping our customers become more energy efficient, and one way we do that is through this innovative, environmentally friendly program called the Refrigerator Recycling Program. And what happens when customers participate in the program, we'll come out to the home, we'll remove the old efficient refrigerator or freezer from the garage or basement for free, give them a $50 incentive check, and they'll save up to $150 a year in their energy costs. So it's a great program. We make it very easy.
Okay. Now, how do they save the $150 per year?
Well, these older inefficient units that they have operating as secondary refrigerators in their homes use about 3 times more energy than the newer, more efficient units. So it is our goal to get those older units off of the power grid and get these newer, more efficient models running in their homes. Okay,
but Justin, talk to me about what you can do with these old machines.
So all these old refrigerators will be broken down, and they get separated into these individual components, and what we have here is a representation of everything that comes out of a refrigerator. And all these materials will be repurposed, and other products will be made from them. Plastics will be turned into consumer electronics. Metal will be turned into things like rebar for construction projects. So we jokingly say you might be driving over your refrigerator one day, driving down the highway. But then we have a lot of toxic products that we have to pull out as well. Things like Freon that cause global warming. You have oils, compressor oils that you need to pull out and process. And then things that are carcinogenic like PCBs and mercury are actually in these units. So
okay, but something I thought was really unusual is this foam and talking about oil spills.
So yeah, this foam actually is in the insulation of the refrigerator, and what we'll do is we'll actually remove it, and we'll show you how to do that here in a second. And this is impregnated with the CFC, which is a Freon derivative, and what happens is when it gets ground up in a recycling or in a metal shredding yard, it actually evaporates into the atmosphere and causes global warming. So we'll pull it out, we'll separate that gas from the foam, and then the foam will be used as an oil absorbent material for oil spills and that sort of thing.
I mean, that's crazy. You actually, the stuff inside your refrigerator can help to soak up the oil.
Yeah, they use it for oil spills and in ships' bilges a lot.
So. Wow. All right, folks, I hate to say this. We're not going to actually have time to rip apart this refrigerator like we were hoping for this morning. I thought we were going to get to show you some crazy action. Instead, we're going to take a look at our graphic to tell you, oh, I'm actually hearing we do have time. Okay. Justin, do your thing.
Yeah, we'd love to. So this is actually, what happens is we'll pull this back. Watch your feet there, and we can actually pop this foam away from the refrigerator. And so we'll do this to the entire refrigerator, and what you see here are the little gas bubbles that we expose.
Wow.
So.
Okay. And those gas bubbles, I mean, that's part of what soaks it up, yes?
So the gas bubbles actually contain the blowing agent that we were talking about. And so every time it's broken apart, it releases a little bit.
And I can smell it.
Yeah, you can smell a little bit of it. And it's just, it was typical to what they'd had in hairspray bottles back in the day that caused ozone depletion. And so we'll bag this up, we'll incinerate, we'll actually separate the gas from the foam and then use the foam as an oil absorbent.
That's amazing. Okay, how many of these do you do in just an average year?
So we'll do about 13,000 this year. So we break apart about 13,000 refrigerators. And believe it or not, the guys in our facility can do about 100 refrigerators a day.
That's insane. How? I mean, how many people does that take?
It takes about 10 or 15 people. So we have about a crew of 15 people in our recycling facility, and we use this big piece of equipment that actually removes the Freon from the cooling system. And then the guys will manually cut these, just like this, and separate the whole refrigerator and ship all this foam out.
Crazy. Okay, any idea how many refrigerators you're able to save from landfills?
So we saved last year about just over 15,000.
Okay.
And what happens typically is a lot of people will cut the gas lines, the Freon lines, and just evacuate the Freon, which is actually illegal. And unfortunately, then it'll either end up in a landfill or a scrapyard where all these materials just get ground up and they don't get repurposed. They just end up in a landfill somewhere.
All right. Folks, it's not just good for the environment, though. Remember that you're going to save yourself money with the new refrigerator, about $150 a year just in the electrical costs, that sort of thing. But you're also going to get $50, plus you get this bad boy hauled away for free, because that normally costs money too. So let's take a real quick look at our graphic, give you the information, the numbers that you need if you are interested. If you have an old refrigerator that you need to recycle, you need to visit georgiapower.com/refrigerator, or frankly call 1-866-446-9250. Again, you call, Georgia Power arranges to pick up your old refrigerator, haul it away for free. You get $50. Then they send it over to the folks at Jayco, and they break it down so that it does not go into our landfills. For now, we're going to go ahead and go to break. We'll be right back with much more on Good Day Savannah when we come back.